Hi, everybody, and welcome. My name is Lucy. Welcome to the Missouri Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You, as the attendee, can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Just be sure to @ whichever school your question is for. Your camera and microphone are off, so your panelists, or the panelists, excuse me, cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And this presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Missouri. And now I'm going to turn it over to our presenters. First, we are going to hear from Millikin University. Take it away.
Thank you. Share this. All right. So just to start, my name is Gavin Halpin. I am the St. Louis regional recruiter and a recruiter for the whole state of Missouri. And I am thrilled to be with you this evening. So just to begin, Millikin is located in Decatur, Illinois. For those of you unfamiliar with where Decatur might be, if you look at the map there at the bottom and see the blue mark, we're about as central Illinois as you can get, in between the state capital of Springfield and Champaign, Illinois. We have a great working relationship between our campus community and the community in Decatur. The total population is about 70,000 people for the area around Decatur. And some of the opportunities that we see, a great amount of back and forth support between our campus community and the area around Decatur is in the form of what we call student-run ventures. So we have a student-run coffee shop, we have student-run art spaces in the form of art galleries, as well as theater spaces that are located in our downtown Decatur area that we see regular alumni, but also individuals in the community that take part in those events. They also come to campus for athletic events, for performances. And so it's not uncommon for students to, by the time they graduate with us, know quite a few familiar faces in our community. When it comes to the ranking side of colleges, I tell students to not get too worked up about it, but we have several that we're really proud about. I'll point out that third one listed. We are number 3 as far as the best college in Illinois to land you a job. We're a very career-focused institution, and I think that that is represented right there within that ranking as far as an institution that when our students graduate, we want them to have that diploma, but we also want there to be a plan in place. And that's something that we take very seriously and are very proud about that ranking. Here are just some general statistics. I won't read them all to you, but I'll highlight some that I think are important to know. So we are that smaller private institution with 2,000 total students. Our average class size is 15 and our student to faculty ratio is 10:1. What do those statistics truly mean? They mean that you're going to be taught every single day by a faculty member. There's not going to be grad students interacting with you every day or competing with lab space. It's truly an environment that our faculty are going to be interacting with you, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and being able to help give you that nurturing relationship all the way into graduation, and maybe even blossoming into a friendship post your college experience. As you look over into the right side there, you see that we have 50+ academic programs across campus. I'll get into how they split into the individual colleges and schools in just a second. As well as when it comes to involvement on campus, we are a Division III institution with 23 men's and women's varsity sports, and we take part in the conference known as the CCIW, the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. It's one of the most competitive Division III conferences out there. In regards to each sport within our conference, we have at least one team ranked nationally. When I mentioned the 50+ academic programs, I thought it'd be important to see how they break down as far as our colleges and schools. So we have that College of Arts and Sciences. So the areas of the humanities you'd see within there as far as the history, political science, and then your standard, what you think of as sciences, your biology, your chemistry, your psychology. But one thing I always like to highlight for students is that if you come in and you know you're interested in going into a pre-med, pre-vet, et cetera, one of those pre-professional programs, your major is still going to be within our College of Arts and Sciences. So you're most likely, if you're going to be a pre-med student, you're going to be majoring within our biology program, but you will also be advised in a secondary process as a secondary advisor in that pre-professional program. So I always like to make that distinction. You're not majoring in it, something you're still majoring in the sciences, but being advised to make sure that your dreams of going on to that next step are met. Then we go to our College of Fine Arts, where we have 3 different schools within that: our School of Theater and Dance, our School of Music, and our School of Art. Within our School of Theater and Dance, that's one of our most notable schools within our 50+ Specifically, our BFA in musical theater is where we see a large amount of interest from almost every state in the United States, as well as some international acclaim. We just actually finished construction for this academic year on a new center for theater and dance to the tune of $40 million. So the latest and greatest technology and performance and practice spaces is something that we're really excited to have on campus. Next, you see the College of Professional Studies. Within that, the nursing opportunities, education, as well as our exercise science and sport. And then rounding out, you see our Tabor School of Business. That's the opportunity for a variety of programs: business administration, finance, accounting, international business. And that's a school that we see a lot of students end up picking up an additional minor or a double major within. When it comes to the involvement opportunities on campus, we do have 90+ organizations across campus. I always recommend for students to think of involvement in terms of bubbles. So there's a bubble of the athletic and wellness. There's a bubble of the fine arts and performance opportunities. There's the Greek life bubble, student government, so on and so on. On average, a Millikin student is involved in at least 3 things. So even that student that comes in, not to judge, but let's say they just come in and say, I'm going to do football. By the time they graduate, they're going to end up taking part in at least 2 more things. Another opportunity would be the study abroad focus. So we do see students that take a semester, but as well as we have 10 to 14-day opportunities for students to go in more immersion settings. And finally, I'll mention the application process for us. So we are a test optional for this year and next year. Truly, we have our regular application, or we are a member of the Common App. All we would need to see to make an admission decision is that high school transcript. But if a student would like to send additional materials to the tune of a writing sample, an essay, letters of recommendation, we'd love to see them, as well as the testing side of things. They want to share them. It's something that we will look at, but we are not requiring. But I'll pass it along now. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we'll hear from DePauw University.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm Natalie Lugg, Associate Director of Admission at DePauw University, actually, and we are located just 45 minutes west of Indianapolis in relation to the St. Louis region. It's just about a 3-hour and 15-minute drive east. We are literally right on that Eastern time zone border, so you will jump an hour when you get here to us. But as you can see, our numbers, we have a wide variety of students in terms of diversity. We're obviously growing in diversity. That isn't just race-based. We're also looking at diversity with faith, with economic background, and all different shapes and sizes. But even though we're a university in the state of Indiana, only about 33% of our students actually come from the state of Indiana. I actually recruit out on the West Coast, as well as the states of Missouri and Minnesota. And last year I did a count, only 33 students came from the states of Washington, Oregon, and California, but we are working on growing those numbers this year. Similar to Millikin, we are a Division III institution. As you can see, about a third of our athletes, a little bit more than a quarter are varsity D3 athletes, but we do have a variety of intramurals available to students. For those of you who aren't sure what a legacy student is, that's just someone who is tied to DePauw, family members who've come here in the past. So on the other side of things, not only do we have a College of Liberal Arts, but we also have a School of Music. So for those of you who might not even want to fully enroll in the School of Music as a musician or full-time musical student, there are still opportunities to participate in the vocal groups and the orchestras and the classes, as well as sign up for private lessons. But as you saw on my previous page, majority of our students are in the College of Liberal Arts. We have a variety of majors and minors to choose from. Our students have until second semester of their sophomore year to officially declare. And I would say most students will have at least a major and minor, if not a double major. But every incoming freshman class, which is about 500, 600 students, give or take, half of them come in undecided. The other half have an idea of what they want, and they think they know what they want to major. But I can guarantee you that they will change their minds at least once, if not add on a double major or even a minor to complement what they thought they were going to study. But you can see our top 10 most popular majors. We do have a few different pathways as well, such as business, pre-health, graphic design. So those are also on our website too. But you're not going to be in the classroom as much as you are in high school. So what does that mean? How else do you get involved? Well, these are just 8 of many academic centers that we have on campus. And I say academic, but they also tie in the co-curricular and extracurricular components. So that will tie in professional development, how to get involved with internships, how to go off campus and study abroad. Some of my favorite things about the university, but is community service big? Is that a big part of who you are in high school right now? Are you really involved with spiritual life? Or maybe you want to debate and jump into ethics. There's a little piece of everything for everyone here within our academic centers, as well as all of the different clubs and organizations that we have on campus. Now, one of the requirements that we do have for graduation is that students complete at least 2 extended studies throughout their time here at DePauw, and that could be any of these 4 bubbles on campus or off campus. Obviously, some of the best ways to learn is to take what you're learning in the classroom and applying that to the real world for maybe a full semester study abroad, or maybe you don't have time for that. So we have winter term and May term that are also offered to our students, which is just 1 to 3 weeks where you could go on a quick faculty-led trip to the Galapagos, or maybe do research at another local partner institution. Maybe you'll stay on campus, as many of our first years do, because they're not quite sure where they want to go or what they want to do, and take a class on campus that's very unique outside what you would see during the semesters. But you could also do an internship with maybe one of our close alumni who we love to get our students to network with. But enough about off-campus study. Obviously, you're going to stay on campus a lot too. So how else do you get involved? We have an activities fair the fall and spring semesters, that very first week that classes begin. Not just for our first years, but also for any upperclassman who wants to get involved and try new things. I know Millikin mentioned that their students are very involved, as they are here at DePauw. I will say, I will describe a DePauw student as piling their plate high with as many things as they can, sometimes to the detriment of their schedules, but they also learn a lot about themselves that way, and they dial it back, especially as they go into sophomore, junior, senior year. And they really learn about their likes and dislikes, not just as a student, but also as a professional, where they want to go with their life, whether that be graduate school or that entry-level position. Now, we want to make sure that you're not only prepared for your 4 years here at DePauw, but also when you go out into the real world. So it might mean that off-campus study, connecting via internships and such, but where do our students go? This is just kind of a brief overview of some internships, some graduate schools that our students have gone off to, as well as our employers that we have connections with. And those employers lead into or have been tied into the internships that we offer through the university as well. So I wanted to briefly share that with you, as well as introduce you to some of our alumni who've gone off, our more recent alumni, and what they majored in, what they might have been involved in on campus, but also what else they've done. So very unique pieces to our students in everything that they could get involved in on campus, as well as off campus. I say our students are very extroverted as well, but that doesn't mean an introvert couldn't come in and still enjoy their time here at DePauw. Now, about the application process, I do want to mention that we are also on the Common App. We are also test optional, and that application opens up, I believe, August 1st. Thanks so much, guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Next up, we will hear from Illinois College.
All righty. Can everyone see my screen okay, I hope? All righty.
Yes, we can.
Well, we are going to start. At Illinois College, you're going to have an opportunity to receive the small college experience. With that in mind, we have roughly 1,150 students on campus with an average class size of 17. With that in mind, your professors are going to really be engaged and hands-on in their educating towards you as a student. You're going to be able to be really involved in each class setting that you partake in. We also have a student to faculty ratio of 13:1 here at Illinois College. Our student experience, we have students from all over the place. At Illinois College, our student group is represented by 32 US states, 26 foreign countries, which we actually fly the flag of each foreign country that one of our students, staff, or faculty member come from on campus. 28% of our students are students of color. 37% of our students are first generation college students. 38% of our students are come from low-income families, which we provide excellent financial support for. And 84% of our students reside on campus here. With our residential living, we have 7 different residence halls. We also have on-campus housing through apartments and actual residential living as well. Some of our top majors here at Illinois College would be education, political science, business, something in the science field, and the newly added nursing program, which we're really excited to get off the ground and get running. With that, we also have an honors program here, which is the Illinois College Scholars. nearly 10% of all of our incoming first-year students are a part of our honors program here. With that in mind, all of our honor students here at the Illinois College Scholars are guaranteed mentor opportunities, research and travel opportunities, and they also are guaranteed a fully funded breakaway trip, which we'll talk about what that is here in a second. With that in mind, life-defining experiences, we want our students to have hands-on opportunities during their time at Illinois College. With that, all of our students are guaranteed one internship opportunity before they graduate. We want you to get involved. We have Illinois College connections all over the country for you to be able to get involved and to be able to entrench yourself in the field that you are about to take part in. With that as well, we have international travel opportunities. We have kind of two different types of international travel opportunities. Number one, we have study abroad opportunities, which are semester long, that are based off of one of the courses that you're in or your major, that you get to go overseas somewhere, or you get to go to a new land and learn more from people from a different background, from a different area than what you're comfortable with. We also have breakaway trips available for our students, which would take place over a holiday break of some sort, which you can go and just kind of get away and learn from another area, but not be confined to stay there for a full semester at a time, and be able to come right back. With that in mind, our breakaway trips, we actually give you $1,000 for your first trip. And that as well, we have student faculty research projects, which a lot of our sciences will take part in and all that good stuff. We also have academic support through the TRIO program, through academic success mentoring, which all of our first year students are guaranteed one, and they're able to keep that academic mentor throughout their time here. We also have free tutoring. We have a Center of Academic Excellence and a Writing Center. They also have a speech center there as well, where you can go inside and practice your speeches with different types of tutors who will listen and be able to help you and kind of critique what you're doing to help you get the best grade possible in the class. We also have career planning as well for our students. We also have a Finish in 4 guarantee. All of our students, if they're doing what they're supposed to do during their time at Illinois College, if they're enrolled in full-time enrollment, if they're taking it and they don't change their majors a bunch of times, if they're taking advantage of the things that they're supposed to take advantage of during their time here, we guarantee you that you'll be gone in 4 years, or we'll help if you have to come back to fit something into your schedule. We also have a lot of different clubs or organizations here on campus. We have over 80 clubs or organizations that our students take part in, and most of our students take part in one or more club or organizations here on campus. We have different types of things like Student Senate, Black Student Union, Best Buddies, Model UN, music ensembles. We have esports. We even have a gaming club here on campus in our nice little game center. It's pretty remarkable the things that our students are coming together and kind of clubs and organizations they're putting together to get others involved, to build relationships and build a networking platform for everyone to be able to have success once they leave here. Athletics, clubs or organizations are only a part of it. We also have 23 different athletic programs, which include 21 different athletic teams. And along with that, we also have esports and a couple other things that we add in there as well. We're an NCAA Division III athletic competing team. So with that, we do not give athletic scholarships. We also have the Blue Crew. If you're not an athlete, you have an opportunity to get involved as a fan. And the Blue Crew, it's a fun time. It's a student section at our college where if you look out, it's nothing but, you know, our blue shirts, and there's different types of rally towels, and there's different types of events and tailgating opportunities available for students in our Blue Crew. And we also have intramural opportunities available, which isn't listed here. There's also an A squad on the intramurals who take things really seriously, who are ultra competitive, and then there's a B squad, which are students that just want to leave out of the room and just have a little fun competing in a sport, but they don't want to take it too seriously. Rumor is the A squad even trains for the intramurals, which is pretty cool. With that, we talk about scholarship amounts. We have a trustee scholarship, which is full tuition, an AeroSTEM scholarship for those who are wanting to major in the STEM field. There's a full tuition scholarship as well. We also have an academic distinction scholarship, which is $19,000 to $20,000, an excellence in education scholarship, which is $14,000 to $19,000, a location-based scholarship, a Ready for Success scholarship, and then a couple other micro scholarships here on campus. Value, we guarantee our students internship and different types of hands-on opportunities. Textbooks are included, the Finish in 4 guarantee, generous scholarships and financial aid program, and academic coaches for all of our new students. The last step, when you get a chance, apply. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Next up, we will hear from Newman University. Oh, Emily, you're muted.
There we go. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to present to you today. I'm from Newman University, like Lucy said. My name's Emily Larkin. I'm an admissions counselor here, but I'm also a graduate. I just graduated back in May, so I totally get the whole going to school during a pandemic thing. If I can do it, you can too, I promise. And so I graduated with 2 degrees, one in communication journalism and one in theater. I was also student body president. I was the head of our Vantage, which is our school newspaper. And I was also in the honors program and graduated from that. Just a little bit more about Newman University. We're a small liberal arts college. We have about 1,200 undergraduate students, so it's definitely a little bit smaller. Each one of our incoming classes is about 170 to 180. So it's that kind of thing where you can walk across campus and recognize people and make friends pretty easily. That's one thing I was concerned about going to college that Newman really helped me with. With that, we have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you're going to get that personalized attention from your professors. I know it's kind of cliche, but you're not just going to be a number here at Newman. Your professors are going to want to know your name, where you're from, what your goals are. If you have any cats or dogs at home, they're going to want to know their names too and see pictures. So it's definitely a tight-knit community. We are located in Wichita, Kansas, which is the largest city in Kansas by population. So with that, what I appreciated about Newman is that it's a smaller community, so you won't feel alone, you'll be able to make friends, but then you can actually go out and do things in the community, which is super nice. With that, we are a Catholic college, but you are not required to be Catholic by any means. Only 41% of our students are Catholic, so it's definitely a good balance in figuring out what your faith life is like. With that, we were established in 1933 during the Great Depression, so we're always pushing on, being Newman strong. We were established by the Adorers of the Blood of Christ, which were like the sweetest little grandmas ever. They do like spaghetti suppers every 3rd Thursday of the month for students. It's definitely a good time all around. What we're known for, our students have 20% less college loan debt than the national average, which for me was a big deal because I didn't really have a ton of money to go to college, so I was back saved. And so I really didn't want to have to take out a ton of loans either. So it's something that's really good. We also have 71% of our students that are employed in their field of study upon graduation versus the national average. That's huge for me. I'm not just recruiting you to be a student at Newman. Don't get me wrong, come, it'll be fun. But I'm recruiting you to be a Newman graduate who can go out and get a job in a field that you're passionate about. So you wake up every morning and you feel like you're transforming society like our mission says. We also are known for our community service and leadership skills that we get from those ASC sisters. We have over 40 undergraduate programs. Some of our biggest programs are biology pre-med, nursing and allied health, our business programs, and of course, education, because that's what we were founded on originally. But we have a variety of different programs for every type of person. We also have 11 pre-professional programs. Some of our biggest ones are pre-chiropractic, pre-physical therapy, pre-law, and pre-medicine. There are some misconceptions around Newman. The first one could be that it's hard to apply. We were actually the first school in Kansas to become test optional. We did that back in 2019. And so we only need your high school transcript to evaluate your application. We don't need an ACT or an SAT score. I know it's been really hard to get in to take those recently, so don't worry about that. We also have rolling admissions. So if you want to apply tomorrow or the first day of school, either one's fine. I prefer the first one, but we'll take the second one too, and we'll get you into classes as soon as possible. We also recruit for fit. If you're looking for a bigger university that's not in Kansas, that doesn't have the core values of Newman, Newman's probably not for you, and that's okay. I'm still here to help you regardless. Another misconception is that, the words private and Catholic sometimes equate with expensive. We try to make that not so. So part of that is that we do have a free application. It only takes about 10 minutes to apply. We also give generous scholarships. So 99% of our students receive financial assistance. This pairs with the fact that all of our first-time students receive a scholarship upon admittance, anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000, depending on your GPA. If you do have an ACT that's higher in this bracket, we'll take that instead. Just whatever helps you get the most money, the most bang for your buck at Newman. We also have special scholarships. So like our St. Newman scholarship, it's for full tuition. You need a 3.9 GPA and a super scored ACT of 29. We take weighted GPAs and super scored ACTs so we can make sure we're getting you the most money as possible. We also have a service-based scholarship called the ASC Community Leader Scholarship that's based off your GPA, at least a 3.0, and your track record of community service and leadership. We also have scholarships for interests. So we have art, theater, and music, and then our honors program, which I'm a little biased to because I graduated from it, but that's an extra scholarship with a 3.7 GPA and a 25 ACT. We also have athletic scholarships because we are the only private NCAA Division II college in Kansas. And so we're able to give big academic and big athletic scholarships to help make college a little more affordable. We have 18 different programs between men's and women's sports. We are in the MIAA, so we play some of those bigger schools like Emporia State, Fort Hays, Washburn. We even play like Missouri Western and schools like that. I'm from Atchison, Kansas originally, so it's very close to Missouri. So when we play them, I get a little sense of pride. If you are living on campus, which would be most students from Missouri, you would live in our first year hall, which is Kurochi Hall. This is for first time students. It's suite style, so you're sharing with one other roommate, and then you have a bathroom that connects you to another pair of roommates. Let me tell you, I underestimated the power of having your own bathroom until I came to college. It's definitely nice. There's also laundry facilities in there, a pool, ping pong, and printers. One of my biggest advice would be to get involved. So we have a variety of different clubs and organizations here at Newman. We also have different things like Navigator, which is our supercharged support system to help guide you on your path to careers. And then also our First to Go program. So if you're a first generation college student like me, this is here to help you, guide you to be successful in college. So if you are interested in Newman, feel free, you can apply at apply.newmanu.edu. And I'm going to go ahead and post some of my information in the chat along with our inquiry link if you want to just hear a little more information from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next up we will hear from McKendree University.
All right, just pulling up my screen here. All right, good evening. So my name is Gwen Tohill-Makeham, and I am an undergraduate admission counselor at McKendree University. This evening, I'm going to talk a little bit about McKendree University and what we have to offer. McKendree is a mid-sized private school in Lebanon, Illinois. It was founded in 1828, and we are the oldest college in Illinois. We do maintain the longest standing affiliation with the United Methodist Church. And we do embrace students from all different religions, ethnicities, and different socioeconomic backgrounds. Of our 1,300 Lebanon undergraduate students, you'll meet friends from 40 different states, 40 different countries. 60% of our students are from the state of Illinois, about 40% come from Missouri and other states. 9% are international students. International students come from countries as far away as Brazil, Italy, Thailand. We're located in Lebanon, Illinois. Population about 4,400. It's a safe community, lots of restaurants and local businesses. At McKendree, we have about 50 academic programs. Some of these programs include biopsychology, cybersecurity, athletic training, sports management, and then different K through 12 teaching licensures. You can scan this QR code here and you'll be able to see a full list of our programs. McKendree is a liberal arts college, meaning that you're going to take classes from all different disciplines. You're going to learn how to think, not just what to think. The academic experience is really going to be personalized. All of the classes are going to be taught by faculty members, not by teaching assistants. The average class size is about 14 students, meaning that you're definitely going to develop close relationships with your faculty members. About half of our students also do complete internship opportunities. We are very proud of about 98% of our students. We have postgraduate success rate across all of our different programs. So within about 6 months, Bearcat alumni are either employed or they are enrolled in graduate school. Hang on here, trying to advance to the next slide. Outside the classroom, there's really no shortage of things to do at McKendree. We do have over 80 registered student organizations ranging from different community service opportunities, honor societies, special interest groups, a couple of sorority and fraternity organizations. We are also about 30 minutes away from downtown St. Louis, so definitely providing you with lots of different cultural, recreational, and professional opportunities. Taking advantage of different restaurants, museums, and parks in the St. Louis area. And then we're also able to partner with different universities in St. Louis for programs such as our 3+3 pre-law program that we have with SLU. And then we also have a 3+2 occupational therapy program with WashU. In terms of academics, we're proud members of the NCAA Division II Great Lakes Valley Conference, and we are able to offer athletic scholarships. We offer lots of different sports, anything from football, basketball, lacrosse, swimming. We even have bass fishing and bowling as well. So be sure to follow MCK Bearcats on Instagram and Twitter for different updates. You can also get a full list of the teams and contact information as well. In terms of our application process, this is just kind of a glance of what it is. We offer rolling admission, so we do use a free McKendree application. We also accept the common application. Both are on our website. In addition, we just need the high school transcript as well. In order to provide greater access for students this year, we're not requiring standardized test scores for those students hoping to start in fall 2021. So this means that you're not going to be required to submit your ACT or SAT scores for admission or academic scholarship consideration, but you're certainly welcome to submit letters of recommendation or come for an admissions interview if you'd like. We do provide a holistic review of the application, and once you've been admitted, your admissions counselor is going to work with you. They're going to get you a financial aid package, and really they're going to work closely with you to ensure that your transition to McKendree is seamless. We're going to work with you from the time you apply all the way to the time that you enroll in classes. In terms of academic scholarships, eligible first-year students this year are eligible to receive one of these 3 academic scholarships. They range from $10,000 to $17,000 and are based on a 4.0 GPA scale. We range in GPA from a 2.75 to over 3.75 in determining those academic scholarships. All scholarships are renewable each year. And so once you have that scholarship, it just renews every year. We do encourage all of our applicants to complete the free application for federal student aid because really by doing so, you're really ensuring that you have access to as much aid as possible. At McKendree, we're going to offer need-based grants in addition to academic scholarships, and your entire financial aid package is going to consist of scholarships and grants and self-help aid, such as federal work study, federal direct student loans, and outside scholarships. So we want to make sure that we can do everything in our power to make sure that you have the McKendree experience that you want and to help make it a reality for students, and definitely here to help answer any of the questions that you might have about financial aid. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for updates. Here's my contact information. We are open for visits. All of our students have been living in residence halls and in class since August. We do offer virtual and in-person visits and are just starting Saturday visits as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And then finally, we will hear from Centre College.
All right, good evening. I am going to share my screen. I'm so excited to be with you guys. My name is Annie Murphy. I am from Centre College. We are located in the state of Kentucky. Let me get this up. All right, here we go. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to start with just a really short video. It's about 30 seconds long, just to give you a little overview about Centre.
At Centre College, we step outside ourselves, and in the process, our lives overlap. Our circles and our connections expand. At every step, we learn to balance ambition with support, confidence with caring, pride in our past, and the profound courage it gives us to solve tomorrow's problems. Because this is where and why every corner of who we are comes together. This is how we move the world forward. From Centre, out.
All right, so get back to the presentation. Again, we're located in Danville, Kentucky. So the state of Kentucky, we're located, our town is about 14,000 people. Small city, it's secure, it's peaceful, lots and lots of green space, but also really walkable, very connected to local businesses, local hospital, private businesses, an art center, all kinds of great stuff available in Danville. Little bit about us. We are about 1,450 students, so small school. We love our size. Like most of the other schools we've heard from tonight, really nice small class sizes. We love those. A couple other things that I think are points of distinction for Center. Center is all about giving students international opportunities. We this last year had students complete internships in over 58 different cities. Many of those were outside of the United States. We are considered an innovative school, a top 50 most innovative school, because of our emphasis on these additional really high impact experiences that help to take your kind of typical college experience and just really kind of oomph it up, give you lots of great additional opportunities. We are all about hands-on experiences, and I'll talk about that more, whether it be internships, research, important things there. So when you're thinking about choosing your college, it is so important to think about who are the people, the professionals, the humans who will be teaching you. We've been rated number 16 in the US for our teaching, our best undergraduate teaching. This is a beloved professor of chemistry who is teaching in the Louvre Museum in Paris. That's a great example, I think, this photo of the kind of teaching that you will get. It will sometimes be on campus, it will sometimes be off campus, and you will have someone like a chemistry professor who happens to be a specialist in art restoration, also teaching you about incredible works of art. So lovely, wonderful interdisciplinary experience. Here is a list of majors, minors, pre-professional programs, some graduate partnerships that we have. That font might be a little small for you, depending on what you're trying to find. The newest major that we just added is a business major, which we're really excited about. Lots and lots of options there. Center is all about making sure that our students have these really high impact experiences. We like to say, knowledge will take you so far, but those experiences are really going to help take you further. 89% of our students are participating in research with professors, or they're doing an internship. Here's a student. We have been taking students to be research assistants in the field in Barbados for the last several years. A professor, her area of specialty is this particular species of monkey in Barbados. And so students get to go, be a field researcher, really, really do the things that you're interested in. And also, how cute are they? That really folds into this, this thing that we have called the Center commitment. This is our guarantee to students, our commitment to students, that if you come to Center, you're going to get those transformational experiences, and you're not going to have to, work too hard to make those happen, because it's all kind of part of the experience that you'll have. So among those experiences, study abroad. Center College is huge on study abroad. Depending on which rankings guide you look at, we're usually 1, 2, or 3 in the US for that. And that has to do with the number of options that we have. It also has to do with the fact that regardless of your major, you can probably find a great study abroad opportunity. All of your scholarships and financial aid go with you if you do one of our semester-long programs. And many of our programs, you're actually going with Center professors. So you have that great continuity of your really high quality educational experience that you have on campus, and then taking that off campus as well. Excuse me. Oops. So one of the things I love so much about Center, and I'm an alum as well, is that notion of balance, right? That idea where this is the place where you're going to come, you're going to be challenged, you're going to grow, you're going to be, pushed to really dig deep. But along the way, you're going to have the support that you need in order to feel successful. That support might take the shape of a fantastic professor. This is one of my favorite professors, Dr. Ravi, who teaches economics. This kind of site is really common. Students and professors sitting down, having conversations outside of class, whether it be about the internship you're pursuing, or maybe a research opportunity that you'd like to explore, or maybe you're just talking about, your favorite shows, what you watch on Netflix that weekend. Campus itself is lively and it's involved. We have tons of different visiting musicians and productions and performers and speakers. We are also a Division III school, so we have over 40% of our students are involved on one of our intercollegiate teams. So if Division III athletics is something you're considering, we do really, really well in our conference every year, and I think we're doing a great job with athletics. In addition, tons of different campus events and clubs. And center is all about connections, making sure that students have that mentorship to go secure that next big thing. I love seeing our photos of students on graduation day, whether they're headed to graduate school or to a job. Lots and lots of great outcomes happening there. In addition, we have lots of wonderful scholarships at Center. They range from $7,500 up to $29,000. And we also have 3 full scholarship to full ride programs. So we have lots and lots of opportunities for scholarships as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. So with that, I thank all of the panelists and the attendees for joining. I will just share my screen one final time to give you just some final remarks and information. So again, thank you so much for joining us. When you do close out of the window, there will be a link to a super quick 4-question survey. We would appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions being hosted this evening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And then in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as other session recordings at strivescan.com/Missouri. So again, I say thank you. Have a great evening and be well. Thanks, everyone.